Hey everyone, it's Eric with District 82 Pinball with our gameplay and tech tips. Okay, we got awesome powers. I did this one up, I don't know, 6 months ago or so during the pandemic. But let's just turn this one on and show you what I'm going to do. Awesome powers, as far as pinball players go, they seem to not rate it very high. But you find this game on location, it's usually beat the snot. Because everybody plays the heck out of it. It's still awesome powers, it's still funny. It's just the gameplay is a little, it's a little straightforward. It's pretty easy to understand. First, actually, I'll do the gameplay first on this one instead of actually going through the back box and what I did. So it actually has a fair amount of toys. You got an Awesome Powers spinner here. You got a Dr. Evil toy that comes up from the playfield. You got the time machine that's like a spinner. It's got a magnet inside of here that grabs the ball. You got a Fat Bastard in front of the toilet, very appropriate. You got Mini Me as a spinner instead of a traditional spinner. You also have a cannon that comes out here that you shoot with the button, or you can use both flippers at the same time.
Don't you ever do that again, you hear me? Don't you ever do that again?
It's got a magnet in the ramp that actually will divert the ball to the outside, or if it doesn't divert it, it'll just drop to the inside. The lanes, it's pretty generic, right? You got like these, the colors are, just whatever, they're Awesome Powers-ish. But basically you got to hit looks like 4 or 5 shots on each of these to actually start the mode. So when you start the game, all these are white on the bottom, and then as you hit the individual shots, it moves up the chain, okay? And then once you get to the last one, this one will start Mini Me mode, this one will start Fat Bastard mode, this one will start the Laser Beam mode, this one will be the Time Machine. About half of them are multi-balls. I also put a color display in this one. This actually does add a lot. The color display is really good. And this game overall is in really good condition compared to, it's not fantastic, but it's really good compared to most of the ones that you see on location. Let's just go ahead and
Ladies
start
and
here.
gentlemen, welcome to my underground land.
2001 Stern. This is just after Stern was basically the only pinball company around anymore. Okay, you got a skill shot on the top. You can select a lane with your flipper. I don't know if you can see the other side. It just goes back and forth. Skill shot's not too important, but I didn't even make it up there anyway. But you basically hit the skill shot. Okay, 6x bonus. That's pretty good. But basically, so you got these shots here. It already awarded me the right orbit because I missed. And then you got the one here. So as you hit the shot,
while you were programmed, we began a program to clone.
Okay. So as you hit these shots, you actually got to hit the switch in the back. And then it'll award the shots. And then you get it in the toilet. And it increases the and looks like one more to start Fat Bastard multi-ball. Start the multi-ball. Okay. All the multi-balls, you got all the lanes lit. Jackpot. So as you hit all of them, so let's just finish that multi-ball. So we finished it, it stays lit. The same would be on all of these. Once you finish all the modes, you get essentially the wizard mode. The most popular one everyone seems to do is to get it up here in the time machine.
I'm going to go back to the 60s
for the time machine multi-ball. Also, you can hit the Mojo targets right here. This will make Dr. Evil come up.
Always because he had Mojo.
Mojo multi-ball lit. You got to hit the scoop to start Mojo multi-ball.
I am a sexy bitch.
So I have it on tournament mode, so you always get flowers. So now you gotta hit Dr. Evil. You gotta bash Dr. Evil.
Don't mess with me, I'm one crazy Wednesday. Okay, people, you have to tell me.
And the more you hit them, you know, you get the
I will
point.
not tolerate your insolence.
It's a really straightforward game. Just basically complete one of the rows. That finishes it. And then
I'll make you ready.
starts a multi-ball or the mulligan. Alright. Let me show you what I did in the back box in this one. So that's the gameplay. It's funny. I mean, the things are funny. It's worth a play. Okay. This is a White Star system. They are notorious for acid damage. I'm not sure if you can see this okay or not. So if you got batteries in it, change them to lithiums or take them out and put in an NVRAM, which is what I did here. Also, the wiring harness is usually looped up pretty tight right here. And this connector, and this connector are always very brittle. I just replace those. They're usually the IDC connectors like this one. I've had plenty of issues with these games where the heat's from this. You know, we got the fluorescent light coming down on it right here. Those three connectors are just notoriously, you know, choppy. Like I don't like them, so I just replace them. Also, if you got a high voltage display still, you need to reflow the header pins on these two connectors. They always have cold solder joints. Other than that, I mean, the White Star system's getting to be like 20 years old now, so we are finally starting to see issues with capacitors and bridge rectifiers. It looks like I replaced this one. If you don't have the right tools and everything else, just one quickie thing that I do, I just feel all these caps, with my finger. If it's bulging, I replace it. It literally is bulging. And then you just replace the cap. That's like hey, I don't have any tools, but I want to fix something. All right. Other than that, with the power off, by the way, push on all these fuse clips. Give them a nice firm push. If it splays open, it's shot. Okay. I mean, it needs to be replaced. It does happen on this generation of game. Apart from that, I always take out each fuse and actually look at it and see if it's the right value. Okay. When someone's on location and they just need the game to be up and running, they always overfuse it, okay? Because they never have all the fuses that they need. I can't tell you, I could probably count on one hand the number of games that I've purchased where all the fuse values were correct, okay? And I have over 100 pinballs here, so it doesn't happen very often. The fuse values there's always a one or two that is just like way over the top. So. But that's Austin Powers. I did rebuild the flippers too, and cleaned up stuff. I don't see anything crazy that I did as far as protection goes. It just looks like I just cleaned it up, took it apart, replaced the rubbers, and then she's good to go. So Austin Powers 2001 Stern District 82 Pinball. We're open every Friday.